See, the arts here are performing.
Sorta hankering to get in on the act, be ye? These folks been inquiring as to just who you are. Why not oblige and save me the trouble?
Glad for the chance. Me, you know, flambeau, half-breed, turncoat. A spy, mislead, promote, a lie, plant seed, facts bloat. Do I indeed scapegoat? I try with a flame of my imagination. Kindle I a conflagration, set afire the population, ignite, excite, indict you alone or an entire nation. When history is dull, I make it meaningful. The unsullied I solve, and the smartest I go. I a Pulitzer poll, I vote, then annul. I am that versatile. I respect, protect, elect, then detect, suspect, reject. I have no sect, just insect. I'm in the air, I'm on the air. I know that I'm unfair, but what I do with flair. And when I'm in committee, I admit to very little pity. I do damage beyond repair. I like upsetting the chair. I placate, then speculate. I complicate, then retaliate. I eliminate or eradicate, then liquidate. And finally, completely, I annihilate. Take anything I hand ya, there's nothing you can withstand ya. I'm a master of propaganda. What I really hate, forsooth, is the unvarnished truth.
Now we know. It's this way. Belle and I have been asked to promote a garden party down here by the river as a kind of pre-dedication of the Arts Cultural Center.
Also down by the river.
Come, come, culture is centered by our St. Joe. Come, come, meet the celebrities you should know. They write, they paint, they song and they sing, they act, they dance, they fiddle and bring all
We are Artisan Indian.
Mikowski's portraits are par.
Ball Fournier, Aldrich, Landscapes Plan.
And sculptors Mestrovich.
Each having his own special niche. Let's set up our easels and pitch. So, behold the Lord, royal gloriority.
But more mighty than the sword becomes the signatures of pen. I've got them on the list, I've got them on the list of contributions made both small and large, and when and then. Sure there'll none of them be missed, there'll none of them be missed.
He's got them on the list, he's got them on the list, and they'll none of them be missed, they'll none of them be missed.
A wandering minstrel I, a thing of shreds and patches, of ballads, songs and snatches, and dreamy lullaby. My catalogue is long through every fashion ranging, and to your humorous changing I tune my supple song. I tune my supple song.
More Mikado. I feel right at home. Who is that? Or should I say, was that?
James T. Cover, a popular tenor who sang in many local productions, especially Effie E. Harmon's and the Black Box.
Little will be left of me in the coming by and by. Little will be left of me in the coming by and by.
More Gilbert and Sullivan, but not the Mikado this time. But who is the Lady Jane?
Why, that is Julia Rode, an excellent voice teacher and a clever actress, both comic and dramatic. She and Joe Decker Carter leave wonderful memories of their duets.
It's nice to be remembered, I'm sure. Makes me feel alive again. Give my best wishes to Joe and Nikki.
What's this? What is this? I hear Gilbert and Sullivan. Why, I always direct the Gilbert and Sullivan. I am Effie E. Harmon.
Mia sama, ona mano mayeni. Pira, pira, suru noa, nandiana. Toko tanya re na.
Well, I must say, quite a gathering you've invited for me to meet. You're sure none of the living have been included?
None. All are from beyond.
Good. You see, when you include the living, you can't help but slight someone, and then you'll be expected to give an explanation.
We quite understand.
May I see the list? Excuse me, madam, but aren't you Hazel Del Neff Schmelzer of the Fine Arts School of Music?
I'm not. I am Olive Main of the LaSalle School of the Opera.
I'm sure you are. Isn't that Fremmel music?
It certainly is. I play Fremmel like no one else in the world, with the possible exception of the Viennese. They do him justice too.
Ethel Stewart Gorma. You're one of South Bend's very few impresarios, are you not?
Oh, you know.
What do you mean by this? International pianist?
It's true. They all studied and played in Europe.
We invited 4 of them.
Marjorie Bertling Galloway studied at Fontainebleau.
She enjoyed playing Spanish music for a diversion.
Dora Hirschenau studied in London and was organist at both the Old and New Temple Bethel for years. I take it Brahms was one of her specialties. Karl Mathers played for the Romania Queen. I hear Bach. He was a favorite teacher and organist. Louis Elbel, famous for his playing and reading of Pelléas and Melisande, also composer of The Victors, Michigan's football march. Is that it?
It is.
The name of Elbel is synonymous with music in South Bend. They had their own publishing company and their own band.
Joe Artis, another composer. His music was published by Elbel Brothers too. One of them was Moon, Moon, Moon. That it?
It is? Who could that be?
We didn't invite him.
Reckon there's no need to. He lives here like I do. He comes and he goes. He's Kankakee. He has his river, same as me.
I know who you are. Whitewater, aren't you?
If you say so, I'll oblige. But really, Joe is right. I'll tell you about me.
A myth, a legend, and if in the end a whiff of Indian and friend. What the diff? It's my belief, I'm comic relief for this magnificent little old pageant. Anything to be done, I'm the one. The unknown X you never saw, the Deus Ex Machina. A courier, a farrier, a riddle. I dribble diddle, oh, fit as a fiddle, not over but under the moon. Not just night but morning. In puddle and pool and stream I twist. I'm here, I'm there, like a will-o'-the-wisp, that is me, Kankakee, Kankakee.
one of the exciting strong points in our plans.
Sure am. Teaching my rapids to kick up their heels.
Beautiful, beautiful. Looks like an Indian. Whitewater. Do you know him?
I do. He's an educated Indian. A literary Indian. Chief Simon Pokagon.
Glad you could come and join us.
I am pleased to be with you, too.
Did you ever happen to know David Leaper?
He was mayor of the Bend. Ever hear of Leaper Park? Well, that's the tribe.
And now for the distaff side, authoresses and poetesses.
There was Martha F. Finley, 1828 to 1909. She wrote the Elsie Dinsmore books.
A Pollyanna girl, Rose Hartwick Thorpe, 1850 to 1939. More to my taste. She wrote, "The curfew shall not ring tonight." Rose, how about it?
Remember, I was only 16 when I wrote this. I've a lover in the prison, doomed this very night to die at the ringing of the curfew, and no earthly help is nigh.
She had listened while the judges read, without a tear or sigh, at the ringing of the curfew. Basil Underwood must die.
And her breath came fast and faster, and her eyes grew large and bright. And in undertone she murmured, "Curfew must not ring tonight." Not one moment paused the maiden, but with eye and cheek aglow, mounted up the gloomy tower, where the bell swung to and fro, as she climbed the dusty ladder on which falls no ray of light. Up and up, her white lips saying, "Curfew shall not ring tonight." Shall she let it ring? No, never. Flash her eyes with sudden light, and she springs and grasps it firmly. Curfew shall not ring tonight. Out she swung, far out. The city seemed a speck of light below. She twixt heaven and earth, suspended as the bell swung to and fro. Still the maiden clung more firmly, and with trembling lips and white, said to hush her heart's wild beating, "Curfew shall not ring tonight."
Bravo! Bravo!
Well, he was pardoned.
What a melodrama that would make.
I bet you reaped a fortune.
Me? Not one red cent.
Is that Saint Mary?
No, I just worked there.
That is Sister Madaleva. I recognize her from her pictures.
She is internationally known for her poems.
This is my poem, You Asked My Age. I am older than dawn and sunset are. I can think past the light of the oldest star. Piled up mountains, ancient trees, timeless rivers and ageless seas, east and west winds, south and north. I know the hour that brought them forth. How old am I? As days are told, the earth is younger than I am old. Years cannot measure time for me. Fetch us the clock of infinity. This is the answer, if you would know. From life I come, to life I go.
And who is this dashing young Italiano?
That is Angelo Vitali, conductor of the Blackstone Theatre Orchestra.
Blackstone Theatre here?
It is called the State now.
And another even better known conductor, Frederick H. Ingersoll, affectionately known as Fritz. He is the conductor of South Bend's First Symphony Orchestra and also teacher of George Gasca.
Complete. A masterpiece.
A masterpiece.
Say fini. Show. But where?
No room. No room. Quiet, please. As a fitting finale to our garden party down at the river, Could we persuade you, Professor Ingersoll, to conduct the new bicentennial theme written by Zeli Fisher for our Pinhook pageant?
Most gladly, I'm sure.
Why? It is Zeli Fisher himself, alive! Tell me, the I stands for Ingersoll, and we'll let you stay.
But it doesn't. Just me. But I did compose this at Jim's request, orchestrated the 44 parts, and have already conducted it on tape.
Well, what is authority for if it can't make exceptions? All yours, maestro.
Land that's new and free, resources far.